bitches.
Yeah!
Yeah! I've been gone for far too long, folks. Welcome back to Draft House Drive.
2 weeks without a new episode.
Yeah?
Well, technically, without a new episode with you.
Yeah, well, technically, one of them was new. One of the ones that we uploaded while I was gone already had me in it, but it was an old one. And
you forgot.
Yeah, because I forgot. But hey, this episode, we're going to go see a very special movie.
Yeah.
We're going to go see Batman the Killing Joke, which I just reread today, and by God, I am excited.
Yeah.
It's a hard R animated Batman movie.
Yeah, the best kind.
Yeah.
Should have done that with The Dark Knight Returns when that came out, but whatevs.
Oh, that would have been cool.
But I mean, that one's 2 parts, so I'm completely fine with it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, for those of you out of the loop, because Quentin illuminated this in the last episode, and I mentioned this before in previous episodes, but 2 weeks ago, I went to visit my hometown of Cleveland in the outer reaches of space.
Yeah!
And because family was like, hey, you should come back for 4 days. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So I got shipped off to there. And while I was there, I had a fun time. Well, I actually did legitimately have a fun time. I chatted up with family. We just hung out together. We went shopping. I tried hunting for pop figures. Surprisingly, only got one for Quentin, which was let's say Luke Solo. Luke Skywalker, handless from, it was called Luke Skywalker Best Encounter. It's like basically after he found out Darth Vader was his dad and got his hand chopped off.
Yeah.
And what else? And then I didn't find anything else. And then beyond shopping, we went to this NASA station that's up there in my hometown, NASA Plumbrook. It's not where they launch the rockets. It's where they test the rockets. They have like this giant chamber they just dip the rocket down into, and they can suck out all the air to simulate like pretty much space conditions, like up to I think a certain amount of altitude, and basically just watch the rocket fire off its engine, see how it reacts to the low oxygen environment, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff. I almost fell in.
Science, bitches.
Yeah, and I volunteered to be a test monkey, but they were booked, so I couldn't get launched in space.
They would allow me, because I am the best monkey.
Yeah. Or they probably would have taken us as a duo.
Oh, God.
Draft House Drive Space Edition. Yeah!
We're in there for like 6 years. Oh, man, that would be the best
They ship us to fucking Pluto. Not even a planet anymore.
It would take like 3 minutes for you to be like, yeah, I have space sickness, fuck this, and you just open up the cabin and fly out. And I'm just sitting there smiling, still alive, because I don't need oxygen.
No, clearly not.
I'm fueled by other shit. Well, you're fueled by Taco Bell meat, so...
Meef.
Meef. You would
meat.
That's what would happen, is you would open it up, you
like,
would
I
still
need
be
Taco
alive, because there's still Taco Bell in your system. And you're just like, God damn it. And I'm like, yeah!
This sucks for you!
That's what it is. You feed off of Taco Bell meat, and I feed off of you feeding off of Taco Bell meat.
That's a really, really weird symbiotic relationship we got here.
It works.
And then we also went to Cedar Point, which is the best amusement park on the planet.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I about threw up 5 times.
Yeah.
And that was about it. So then I got shipped home. 2 days later, I found out my grandpa dies. May he rest in the booty bar in the heaven. And
R.I.P. in peace, hashtag Grandpa Brett.
Ripperoni and pizza.
Pretty much.
But yeah, so, like literally my dad, like, I was sleeping. My dad woke me up and he's like, your grandpa died. We're leaving to Detroit. And I'm like, God fucking damn it. I just got back.
Hashtag Detroit.
I wasn't even sad that he died. I was like, son of a bitch. I gotta get on a plane again.
Yeah, and you have to get on another one this week.
No, I'm actually not getting on a plane. We're driving.
To fucking Florida?
Yeah.
Why?
Kill me.
Why would you ever do that?
I don't know. Blame my dad. I thought we were flying, but I found out on like the 3rd day I was in Detroit that we were driving.
Fucking stupid.
Kill
you are gonna have to. Good luck with life.
This is why I'm making my brothers watch Panty and Stocking, so they shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be an interesting to tell to my parents when they ask what we're watching. At least my brother will be an actual good weeb instead of the Naruto kind. Fucking piece of shit.
Please tell me you're at least taking a car that like comfortably fits all of you.
It's
and
a Prius.
Are you shitting me?
I am not.
I would kill myself.
It's a fucking Prius.
And I have to sit with 4 people in the car. You have to sit with 5.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
No, I am not used to being that close in proximity to anyone for that long a period of time. Even in band, when we'd go to spring trip, I always sat in the back and no one sat next to me. There was always a middle seat, except when me and Matthew cuddled last year. Fucking baller. Oh, that was accidental. I remember that.
Like you fell asleep like at the same time, and was it you who was leaning on Matthew or Matthew that was leaning on you?
I can't remember. Someone took a picture though, and it's somewhere out there.
Yeah, it's somewhere on someone's phone, possibly on an iCloud.
Good.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
So when I run for president in 2036, it's gonna be fun.
So yeah, the rundown of Detroit was it's a sad story, but then again, it's fitting for those of you who like heard the stories about my grandpa, which I found out were all absolutely true.
Hashtag Grandpa Brett.
Yeah. To give you a quick rundown, lived without a door for a year. Now he has an actual door. Trunk doesn't work at all. Though he got rid of that car recently, but at the time when he owned it, the trunk didn't work.
Yeah.
Said he was cutting out the best parts when he was watching a Rob Zombie.
Damn straight.
Like,
well, that one couldn't be disputed. That one was true no matter what.
That was because I witnessed that one. And then the best one is it was confirmed that he did LSD while watching Radars in Germany. Because he was too smart to go to Vietnam, apparently.
God damn, that's beautiful.
But let's see. So first day we're in, we go to visit my Uncle Alan. He, unfortunately, he did some kind of drugs. I think it was either shrooms or LSD when he was a teen, and it really like fried his brain. So now he's living on disability.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that he was doing them when you showed up.
Oh no, that was my Uncle Jeff who's growing pot in his backyard. Doing, I meant growing.
Yeah.
This is not. This isn't an actual thing, by the way. He allegedly grows pot in his backyard.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're all characters. They were always constantly smoking and stuff like that. And so we go to visit him, and we're playing with dogs or whatever because they have a dog named Harley, which I wanted to take. I'm dead serious because it was a sweet dog. It was a cute little pit bull. But I'm gonna skip ahead because like the rest of the stuff we were just either hanging at a hotel or we were doing boring adult shit like getting his estate together and all that. But at the wake, the day before his actual burial, we go to set up his casket, right? And we were looking around and we found a Tasmanian Devil shirt for him to get buried in because that was his request. He wanted to get buried in a Taz shirt, and we found one that was Space Jam.
Goddamn patriot.
It was great.
This man speaks to me.
And then outside of his casket, during the funeral itself, like the eulogy and all that, there was a 6-pack of Miller Lite off to his left side. To his right, there was a bowling ball and some pins in display. Two of his favorite things. And during both the wake and the eulogy, we had fucking Black Sabbath, AC/DC, Lynyrd Skynyrd, I think there was even Alice Cooper in there.
You said, who was it?
Aerosmith was there too.
Aerosmith and Slayer.
We played Slayer in the car on the way to the burial, so that wasn't really playing out loud, but I mean, my dad thought it was fitting.
Yeah.
Because we didn't think that Raining Blood was too appropriate for the funeral.
Is he your dad's?
No, my mom's dad.
Okay, your mom's dad.
My mom's the fucking metalhead who can burp louder than anything.
Yes.
You know, being a farm girl.
Yeah.
Who surprisingly moved to Dallas and is an accomplished nurse. Imagine that transition.
Yeah.
And right, it was quite the ride. And let's see. I remember right before we left to actually go bury him, we set up the pins, and my Uncle Jeff, he bowled a strike in his honor at the funeral home, mind you, right in front of him. And let's see.
It would have been really unfortunate had that bowling ball missed and hit the thing holding the casket. Just dumps over.
Grandpa flops out. Yeah! Double thumbs up. I'm back, bitches!
Just hose flying in from every direction.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Yeah, that would have been great. There was something else I wanted to. Oh yeah, and then this part was actually kind of really touching to me, where the little pamphlet they had for his funeral, that they usually have like a quote or something that like summarizes their life, and I don't know if it was a quote from him or just something my parents came up with to like describe him, but I believe, this is paraphrasing a bit, but it says something like, the goal in life is not to reach the grave with an intact and good-looking body. Instead, it is best to skid in sideways, bowling ball in one hand, beer in another, saying, what a ride. And that just perfectly describes my grandpa.
I was going to say, that sounds exactly like your grandpa, and I've never even met him.
Yeah, from what you've heard of me, it was something else.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I did tear up at his funeral because him being in the army, he had a military funeral.
Yeah.
They had a flag over the casket and everything. They folded it up. They had a 21 gun salute. I'm even gonna get one of the shells fired from that because I forgot to grab it when I was there.
Yeah.
And they played. What's that song? It goes da da da.
Yeah, I know.
That's when
Taps.
everyone just taps. That's right. Everyone just fucking started bawling, and yeah, it was something else. And it sucked even more because I was one of the pallbearers.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, this is real serious now.
Yeah.
But when that was all said and done, we went back to his shack. I hesitated to call it a house. And we found out motherfucker had a toy train set that was like super old, and the engine weighed like 10 pounds. And he even had fucking, because he was stationed in Germany, he had like authentic beer steins.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he had a Luger.
No. He might.
That man is metal.
Yeah, no, he had actual like beer steins.
Yeah.
And we're getting that shipped here too. And I'm going to see if we can display one. But to top this all off, sad to see him go, but
R.I.P. in peace, Grandpa.
R.I.P. in peace, Luke, Grandpa Kill. Seriously, his last name was Kill too.
I will call him Grandpa Brett.
Grandpa Brett.
He's Grandpa Brett.
But he died at I wouldn't really call it the really old age at really old age.
68.
But yeah, he died at 68. So to honor his memory, on his 69th birthday, on March 13th, I'm gonna go to a booty bar in his honor. It's gonna be great.
Well, they still be 20 then, and 19.
Yeah, that's true. It's closer.
Yeah, it's closer.
But R.I.P. in peace.
R.I.P. in peace, Grandpa Brett.
Yeah, but now I'm back, and also whenever I was
back for like 3 days.
Yeah, but also when I was in Detroit, I call it Detroit. It was Charlotte, Michigan. It was like 2 hours out of Detroit. Yeah, it's easier to say Detroit. My cousin, at least I think he was my cousin. He like point blank asked her about it, like, hey, does anyone here have a PS3? I'm like, yeah, I do. He says, give me a second. About 2 minutes later, he comes back with like a stack of 20 fucking PS3 games. I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to take this home? What am I supposed to do?
Do you already have them home?
No, I already have them home.
Okay.
And
how?
We actually packed my backpack full, my brother's backpack full, and that's basically how we got it home. Yeah. And I kept like 4 or 5 of them. I kept like Dark Souls 1 and 2, Mass Effect 2 and 3, Dishonored, and Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
I think that's the extent of it. And I sold the rest of them for a grand total of $18.
Are you goddamn serious?
I'm serious.
Did you at least talk to Casey?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And I am giving him 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, because I sent him a list of like all the stuff that was actually good, and gave a short description. He's like, yeah, I probably only want 2, so I'm giving him Fallout New Vegas and Skyrim.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Fallout New Vegas is good.
It's damn straight. It's one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
And what was I gonna say? So so I kept the $3 of it, and I traded in $15 of it to pre-order 3 different pop figures, which are Cowboy Bebop, the main guy Spike Spiegel, killer. Then I got, they called it Batgirl 2016, which I assume is Burnside. Yeah, so I got that, and then I also pre-ordered Hot Ryu from Street Fighter, shirtless man Ryu.
Yeah,
I need him.
But what about Ramona?
Yeah, I didn't actually get to that. Somebody reminded me after I ordered it. I was like, fuck. So I'll probably order that after comics this week. See how much I got. Because I apparently have a decent amount of money in my bank account, but I do
not.
Yeah. I was surprised actually how much I had. Considering how I haven't worked barely any in these past couple weeks.
Yeah.
There's that, and then to top it all off, I actually got a package in for a pop figure stand, which I'm probably gonna put up on the screen right about now. But it came in like the weirdest fucking box, because it wasn't just a single box for the whole thing. So the thing's about, let's say, about 2 feet wide, about 8 inches tall, and it holds a lot, which I'm very happy about how it turned out. But they basically took 2 boxes, one that was like slightly smaller than the other, cut off one like side of it, and just Frankenstein like taped them together. And I'm like, well, shit, this is weird, as that's how I knew it came in for me.
Yeah.
I was like, well, this is
God damn it.
ordered.
This is mine.
So there's that, and I put the other like excess pop boxes in it, because I always display my pops out of box with some rare exceptions.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's been my 2 weeks. barring a trip to Florida soon.
Yeah.
Which I think we're reviewing Suicide Squad then. Not you and I,
me
but
and
like
Casey.
yeah. So prepare for another episode without Brett. And in other like technical news, I also backed up all the stuff from the Google Drive onto my computer. So so we're just using Google Drive now just to transfer files from the phone to me.
That's good.
That way you don't have to worry about space.
Yeah.
I also found out we have 3 bonus episodes saved up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm not going to tell anybody what they are, but we have 3 total. Okay. So if I'm ever gone for an extended stretch of time, say my whole other part of my family dies at once.
Again.
Yeah, I'll be good. Again.
Yeah, while you were gone, the only thing of note that happened to me was, so we collect pop figures. This has been said multiple times.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And,
huge.
And thank you for honking.
Oh, that was a him, not a me.
Still, and last Thursday, the 21st of July, was the first official day of Comic-Con, and what ended up happening was at Comic-Con they have all these exclusive pop figures that they sell there. Yeah. But they released them to the public. So they released some to Hot Topic, some to GameStop, some to like all these different stores.
All with this sticker saying like 2016
Summer Convention exclusive.
Yeah, and it doesn't say SDCC, it's just Summer Convention.
Yeah, well, the ones at the convention do, but
yeah, I mean,
they don't.
That's how like you can, like some flippers will get on that, I believe, where it's like they're selling it for the sticker and not for the actual
That
pop.
actually does happen. Yeah, but yeah, so what ended up happening is my brother was out of town, Brett was out of town, so it was just me, and I had wish lists from both of them on what they wanted.
Yeah. And originally I was going to go hunting with them, but Detroit.
Yeah, in addition to what I was going to get, and what ended up happening is I skipped school for this. I left school because I was like, I need to get these figures, because last year I didn't know what happened, and then half the ones that I wanted sold out or went up for shit high prices. And here, let me just look at it. So I waited outside a Hot Topic for like 20 minutes at a mall where like no one's there. And so here, let's get into this. So in total, first I'm gonna start with the Hot Topic. At the Hot Topic, I spent $115. There was 3 pops for me, 1 for Brett, 1 Dorb for Brett, and then 2 pops from a brother.
And clarify, Dorbs are another thing put up by Funko that's like another collectible thing. It's not as popular. And surprisingly, there's a large amount of hate for them on the Funko subreddit, which I don't understand. They look all right, but they're just not for me. And mine was Vanellope Sweets from Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. So I started with 115 at Hot Topic, and then I drove to a GameStop, and I think, yeah, that one was $64 because I got a Dorb set for me and then a Doomsday for me. And then I went to then I went home, and when I was at home, I was on the subreddit, and they had like a live thread for all the stuff, and like they were like, look, here's all the GameStop stuff. And I checked, like I was like, okay, what can I pick up in store? And one of the stores had the Stan Lee Dorb, so I shit you not, I got up out of my room, ran into my car, drove to GameStop, picked up that pop figure, and what was the other thing that I picked up? And then I also
picked up the Batman 3-pack.
I picked up the Batman 3-pack for my brother because I already got myself one. And then I went home, and then I checked again, and then there were more pop figures. There was more stuff that was available. So then I went to another GameStop and spent $27 because I got a pop for my brother and then a Dorb for my brother. And then the shit hit the fan. I found out there's this one website called Pop Culture.
Yeah,
which is
that's where I thought you were ordering.
Yep, it's an Australian website, and they have like every single pop figure ever. And I ended up spending $121.
Yep.
Because I bought 2 for Brett.
Yes.
And then,
well, technically 1 for me, 1 for somebody else, but you mean you
still
given it
2
to me.
for
Because I'm acting as a distributor here.
And then I bought myself 4 more.
Yep.
The addiction is real.
So
yeah, and then in that same day, I also ended up buying the To Pimp a Butterfly vinyl, which was $30.
Yeah, man.
So my wallet is just crying right now.
That is a sick ass looking vinyl, though.
I still haven't even recovered from goddamn Comic-Con.
Yeah. I think I about recovered from Comic-Con. Not like financially, but at least like my debt to you I have.
Yeah, debt to me. Well, you still are in debt to me now.
Yeah, but only by $25 now, because I paid you the $100.
45.
Well, 45, but I'm saying, like, me personally.
Yes, I know, but I'm counting the 20
I know
for you
you're counting that. Hey, look, it's my car.
Yes, yes it is.
Well, this isn't how you park.
I was gonna say, this is kind of fucked up.
Well, it gives us more time to talk about shit.
Yay! Yeah, but I ended up buying that. Oh, lots of money. So much money. Goddamn.
The life of a pop addict is real.
Yeah. Cocaine ain't got nothing on me. They left their lights on.
Yep. No. Oh,
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Too bad. It's like someone's gonna have to restart their car.
This sucks for them. Either way, it's not gonna suck for us. We're here at the Draft House and we're gonna watch The Killing Joke.
Yay.
We'll see you guys after the flick.
So that's what you say.